Welcome back. This holiday season, the crew here at Look TV have selected 12 charities that are important to us, and we hope important to you as well. It's all part of our Look Who Cares 12 Days of Giving. Tonight we kick off our 12-night spotlight with a charity that I've nominated. It's the Alzheimer's Association. We welcome to Look News Rachel Swire. She is the Marketing, Communications and Advocacy Manager for the Alzheimer's Association of Northeastern New York. And Erica Salamita, she is a Program Director here in our region. Welcome to Look News. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wanted to start with this disease, this cruel disease that robs the memory of people and the impact that that has on them. Talk to me about, the Alzheimer's Association and the work you're doing with these folks.
We have many core services that we can provide to folks both with the disease and for the people that are caring for them. A variety of different programs and support groups, which we can talk about when we talk about programs and services. This disease has a lot of impact on both the person with the disease, especially early on in the disease when they know that they are losing their independence and losing their memory. For people in the early stages of the disease, we have what we call an EASE program. It's Early Alzheimer's Support and Education. What it is an 8-week partnered learning program. We cover topics such as partnering with your doctor, communication techniques, daily compensatory strategies to make it easier for you to get through the day, as well as advocacy and resources. And for the caregivers, we offer a variety of educational programs for them to better learn how to caregive for somebody with Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, Rachel, you're not only working for the organization, you're also a caregiver. So talk to me about the services that this organization is offering to folks like yourself.
Even before I started working for the organization, which has been less than a year, my mother has had the disease for about 5 or 6 years, and one of the very first phone calls I made was to the Alzheimer's Association, and I went to, we have an annual caregivers conference, which is a wonderful event, went to that several times, really learned a lot, had my questions answered, found the right doctor because of the help that the association gave me, and I really had just really strong positive feelings about what a wonderful organization it was before I even started working for them.
Yeah, I know part of this is finding a cure. Obviously, that's a big push of your mission at the Alzheimer's Association, but every day being on the front lines, it's not so much about a cure, but just making sure people's lives are the best they can be. Talk to me about that part of it.
Basically with the lack of a cure right now, our main job is to provide supportive services for the caregivers, education, counseling, things like that. Rachel mentioned that one of her first calls was to the Alzheimer's Association. Anybody can do that. We have a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week helpline that they can call. We offer an information and referral system. So what that means is they can call if they want basic information about the disease. Maybe they're looking for a new neurologist. Maybe they need a day program or an assisted living facility that provides memory care. We have all of that information and we can provide that to them. Like I said, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, overnight, holidays, all the time.
One of the things that we do, which I also think is amazing, are what are called care consultations, so that if somebody actually wants to come into our office and have a personal one-on-one discussion with one of our program staff, they can do that. As long as it takes, everything that we do is free of charge also.
Free of charge, and we'll get into the fact that fundraising is an important part of what you do, and volunteering, and we'll get to that in just a second. But talking about these local services, if somebody is in a situation right now where they have a family member that is dealing with Alzheimer's, what is available here in our area? I know you guys cover such a large swath of New York State, so here in our viewing area, if somebody is dealing with this, what is out there for them?
Well, our viewing area, we cover 17 counties, so we go all the way north up to Plattsburgh and the Canadian border. We go south down to Columbia and Greene counties, and we go out west into the Leatherstocking region past Oneonta. We have a variety of education programs in all of the counties that we cover. Anything from, the basics of the disease, learning about the 10 warning signs, to specific caregiving related topics such as, how to communicate better with your loved one, how to handle and manage some of those difficult behaviors. We also offer support groups in all of our 17 counties. So currently we have over 40 support groups running. And that's a great resource for families to go to. They're all led by trained volunteers, people that were trained by the Alzheimer's Association, so they know a good amount about the disease, and sometimes it just helps to talk to somebody who's going through the same thing.
I was going to say, it's probably nice to just know that there's somebody there you can turn to.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, there's groups for people in early stages, in the mid stages, in later stages, and for some people, the group as a whole kind of makes that transition together.
Yep.
And it's really important for them and for their family members to have that continuity also.
Yeah, and also sharing those experiences with other people,
Absolutely.
which is so important.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
One of the most important things that we do offer, though, in our 17 county area is our safety services. The first one is Medic Alert Safe Return, which is a pendant that the person with dementia wears. You sign your loved one up for the program. If they should happen to wander off and somebody finds them, all the person needs to do is call the 800 number listed on the pendant, and they have an ID number which links them to their loved one. First responders are notified, as well as their family, so they can get returned.
And such an important thing, because people with Alzheimer's and dementia are known to just get up and wander. And realize...
It's very, very common, and when you think of it, a person who really may not remember their name, they don't remember where they live, and very often people will just go to what appears to be a safe place and where no one can find them. I mean, that happened recently in Schenectady, that woman who...
We often hear these stories of people that are just lost, and all of a sudden they're several blocks away from home, or if they live in the country, and don't realize where they are.
And it can have a tragic ending, obviously.
Yeah. And especially at this time of year. Important, you've already touched on it, volunteers, a big part of your organization, what they do, fundraising. Every penny helps in finding that cure, but also doing what you're doing every day. Talk to me about how our viewers can get involved with the organization.
Well, again, volunteering, as you said, is really crucial. Not just... People think maybe that just means, I have to be able to come into the office and do things, and we certainly have people like that, but we also have people who help with support groups, people who help us when we do health fairs and events and conferences. We need those folks that are going to come and help us do registration, all those kinds of tasks. We also have a huge advocate program, which is extremely important, because without advocates and without that voice, our senators need to know that the amount of money that is being spent toward Alzheimer's research has to go up. And by signing up as an advocate, that's something very simple that someone can do. Just go on our website. There's a link, to be an advocate. Put in your information. You'll get an email once or twice a month. It's one of those, click here to send this letter to your senator. You can do more. You can visit your senator, or you can go to some of those town meetings and speak up about Alzheimer's.
It's having that voice be heard in the community.
Absolutely, and of course, just voices are very powerful. The more, the better.
Well, we appreciate you both stopping by. We could probably spend a lot longer talking about the great work that you're doing, but thank you so much for being here tonight. From the Alzheimer's Association, Rachel Swire and Erica Salamita, thank you so much. Happy holidays to both of you.
Thank you.
Now, to see this segment for a second time, get a link to the Alzheimer's Association's website, and also find out how you can make a donation to the organization. Head to looktvonline.com. We have posted all those links right there on our website. Continue Look Who Cares as I welcome Max Urenda. He's the president and CEO of the Double H Ranch in Lake Luzerne. And stay with us. We're coming right back.